Sayings for staying safe. Hey soul makers. Welcome back to the channel. Today's episode is a story about mothers, daughters, and the legacy of lessons passed down through generations. It's a story about safety, trust, and rewriting the script for a future filled with love and connection. So, grab your favorite tea, settle in, and let's begin. Whispers of Wisdom. The whispers of wisdom in my childhood home were like hushed prayers, each carrying the weight of generations. Unlike Michelle Obama's image of quiet strength, my mother's lessons were steeped in the fear that clung to black mothers like a shroud. The world she envisioned for me wasn't a playground of limitless possibilities, but a battlefield where survival was a daily practice. Racism wasn't a top concern, perhaps because it was the ever-present reality woven into the fabric of her life. Her focus was on the microaggressions, the everyday slights that could escalate in unpredictable ways. The talk and beyond. Racism wasn't a top concern for my mom, perhaps because it was the harsh reality she always knew. Her focus was on the microaggressions, the everyday slights that could escalate in unpredictable ways. The talk about police wasn't a singular event, but a constant undercurrent, a reminder of the fragility of black lives. Learning to drive meant not just mastering the road signs, but anticipating the fool behind the wheel, the potential danger lurking around every corner. Proverbs and Protection. My mother's proverbs became my code of conduct. Protecting my reputation, as important as hygiene, meant guarding against gossip's sting. Mad Day, the day past grievances erupted in a fury of secrets and betrayals, was a looming threat. Silence became a shield, a strategy to avoid entanglements. I became a master of reading between the lines, interpreting every interaction for hidden agendas. A world of suspicion. Her mother's world was one where trust was a fragile commodity, easily shattered. This instilled in her a constant questioning of motives. A wariness that seeped into every interaction. Every friendly conversation could be a Trojan horse, harboring the potential for future betrayal. Friendships became a delicate dance, a constant negotiation of who could be trusted and who might become a source of pain. This suspicion, a shield forged in the fires of her mother's experience, became a heavy burden for the daughter to carry. Secrets and burdens. The weight of history wasn't just a burden my mother carried, it cast a long shadow over her world. There were secrets too, a hidden universe whispered about in hushed tones. These unspoken stories, these echoes of past hurts, colored her pronouncements with a tinge of bitterness. Certain things were considered too private, meant only for the ears of God. My teenage self couldn't help but wonder about the weight of my mother's past. The buried experiences that shaped her cautious worldview. Don't put anyone totally in your bosom, she'd warn. A cautionary tale against the dangers of betrayal. A belief forged in a world where trust was easily broken. The weight of lessons. Internalized, these lessons became my compass, guiding me through a world perceived as a potential minefield. I retreated into a shell of guardedness, a master of secrets and a wallflower in conversations. Every interaction was a potential trigger for a mad day. A day when past grievances could erupt and shatter the illusion of safety. My distrust extended beyond my peers to authority figures, creating an invisible barrier that isolated me from the world around me. A different kind of strength. Now, watching my daughter in her 20s, a kaleidoscope of emotions washes over me, creating an invisible barrier that isolated me from the world around me. A shield that protected me but also stifled connection. Yet, there's also a quiet admiration for the woman she's become. She navigates life with a nonchalance I never could, trusting more readily. Her heart unburdened by the weight of suspicion. Perhaps it's not just naivety, but a different kind of strength. Rewriting the script. We chat, a question hangs in the air. Does my daughter feel she's missing out on life by being so cautious? Her answer is a hesitant, yes. The mother admits to a similar struggle, but vulnerability feels risky. They share a knowing silence, acknowledging the weight of history. The daughter then asks a hopeful question. What if trust is the default, not a rarity? The mother smiles, a newfound optimism breaking through. Maybe, she says, the lessons of the past can evolve too. The conversation deepens, a tentative exploration of vulnerability and a future filled with hope. Wow, soulmakers. That was a powerful story about mothers, daughters, and the legacy of lessons we carry. What resonated with you most? Was it the mother's cautious approach to the world, or the daughter's hopeful vision for the future? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this story, hit that like button and subscribe to the Soulmaker channel for more thought-provoking content. And of course, let me know if there are any other themes you'd like me to explore. Until next time, Soulmakers, take care of yourselves and each other.